Yeah. I'm trying to be a better man. I'm trying to find a peace within myself. I'm trying to settle in. I'm trying to take my ego for them times I need a helping hand. But it's hard to take advice. Out here doing shit they never did. I'm outside, walking with a light they can never dim. Battling these voices in my head. I can't let them win. I'ma beg the house show me and then bet again. Took a couple L's, but I bounced back. Yet again. Took a couple L's, but I bounced back.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Haley,
Yo, that joke is New Year's
I know
kid.
exactly what you're laughing at too. I know exactly
Yo,
what you're
that's
laughing at.
crazy.
I know exactly what you're laughing at. All right, so before we get started, I wanted to come on and say welcome to another show. I have a special guest with me tonight, and this is a special guest for me because I have really, really, really dope men around me in my circle. Okay. What's going on, Souls of Thought? Souls of Thought says, Kara, let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But this is a really, really special live because I have some of the most amazing men around me. Okay. And we need to start celebrating our Black men, our men in general, but definitely our Black men. And I have my cousin Liko here with me on live tonight. What's going on? Hey, Sovereign.
Uh,
But this is my cousin
What's
Liko.
up?
What's up,
What's up?
Leek? This is
What's up?
my
What's
big
up?
little cousin. All right, so to get started with this live, I have a few this or that questions. I always like to start with a couple this or that questions because I think it's a fun way for the people to get to know you. Okay, me too, but get to know you for sure because you're the guest. So the first one is date an older woman with more stability but no chance of having kids of your own, or date a child or date a woman your age or younger but more of a headache.
Mm, since I ain't got no kids myself, I would have to go with the date the person in my age.
Okay, so that's a deal. Is it a deal breaker for you to not be able to have kids?
Who's not able to have kids? Me or the
Well,
old
it would
head
be the
shorty?
older one, the older woman. If it was an older woman, is that a deal breaker if the woman isn't able to have kids?
Mm, how I think about myself having kids at this point. Yeah, if I had
Yeah.
kids, and what I mean, it wouldn't be no deal breaker. But we
Okay.
need more Liko running around the blacktop of the earth.
Facts,
So
facts. We definitely do. We definitely do.
yeah.
All right. So we got the next one is a seven-figure salary job, but they control your time, or a six-figure entrepreneur with full autonomy.
Full autonomy. Can't nobody control this.
I knew you was gonna
Yeah.
say that.
What ESCG say? Niggas couldn't control me. I'm a boss and made them hate me. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
yeah,
okay.
that's what we doing. Yeah.
What's going on, Tez? What's going on? Thanks for stopping in. All right. So the last one is going to be ball fade or burst
Ball
fade.
fade. Ball fade. Ball. I got the ball fade under this joint. Ball fade, man.
Uh-huh. Why?
What was the
Why?
other?
Why
What's the
not?
other one?
Huh?
What
A
was the other
burst
one?
fade. A burst fade. Because you know that's big
Hell
now
no.
with these
Burst
young.
fade. That's not even a such thing of a haircut for real.
Is it? I don't know. Y'all charging.
That's
Y'all charge. We're going to get into this topic, but y'all are charging. Y'all charging full haircut prices for a burst fade.
I mean, if I turn them
Even a
clippers
temple
on,
taper. Why is the temple taper?
if I turn them clippers on, that is a haircut. Once I turn them clippers on, that is a
All right.
haircut.
We are on two different opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to this, but we're gonna get into it. All right. So the first topic is you're familiar with, I know you know who La Russell is. I don't even know why I'm even asking you.
Which one? Ain't it two
La
people
Russell,
of the same
La
name?
Russell, you don't know who La
It's La
Russell
Russell
is?
and L.A. Russell, right? But it's
No, La
two.
Russell,
One name, I
LA
think
Russell.
one name is
No,
yeah.
I think they're the same. They're the same person. But he recently signed to Rock
Nah,
Nation.
it's two.
Is it?
Hold up. Cause one name is Lil Russell and the other one name is like L.A. Russell. or something like that.
I don't know.
But no, what you about to say though?
I guess you probably wouldn't even be able to give much detail into this topic because Lil Russell went on and he made a song after he signed. He was an independent artist and he was real big on saying that he wasn't signed into no major label. He basically did everything out the muscle, build his fan base, build his career, everything. And then he recently signed to Roc Nation. And then after he signed, he basically made a song saying that Epstein was heaven sent. You didn't see that?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So I know you have your feelings about the Grits and Egg podcast, but they had some insight that I wanted to share and get your feedback on. All right, so let's see. All right.
You feel like you can't miss. And so he think we stupid. He like, man, y'all just don't get it. Like, nah, nigga, we get it. We don't like it.
Simple. Yeah.
No, I understand exactly what you're saying. It sucks.
We just don't fuck with it.
We don't like that.
It's just like your homie been like, nah, that ain't it. Take that.
Bro, you gotta take
it.
But this the thing. You done seen so much success.
Yeah. I don't fuck with that one.
Bro, this ain't nothing, bro. This ain't nothing, bro. We gotta stop this one. Just say you was wrong, keep pushing. Or like,
so he wasn't.
He doubled down.
He wasn't forced or planning to say some shit like that.
No, this the thing.
I heard what he said. I didn't see the actual clip.
Listen,
did he tweet that shit?
No, he said it on the show.
Oh, what the fuck?
But listen, this the point.
Everybody God sent.
Even you.
He looked Hitler and shit.
That nigga said, this nigga said Epstein too. I said, whoa. He said Adolf too.
Sent from fucking heaven. Are you?
But it started out with like MLK. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Look. Look, I got you.
He grabbed your attention.
MLK was heaven sent. Malcolm too.
He sound just like the nigga.
Donald too.
Whoa.
Adolf too. Epstein too.
Hey, inside the mug.
No, listen. Listen. Trey. This is what he do to niggas though. He say, Epstein too. Even you.
Yeah. Nigga,
don't call me that shit. Nigga,
don't call me. Don't name.
Give me what Malcolm nigga.
Don't name me after you say a fuck nigga.
Do you need me to play it again or are you good?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm good. Any feedback? What you got to say?
You know I'm about to jump out the window.
Oh gosh.
Because everybody understand what he was saying. Like before, I guess all the negativity and whatnot, you know what I mean, came amongst those people. They were sent from God. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And that's what Christians believe, right? Everybody was heaven sent. You got on the earth, and you know what I'm saying. You went and indulged in your vices and whatnot. So, whatever your vices is, at the end of the day, he correct. They still was heaven sent. You know what I'm saying? But that's me and you be having conversations about religion all the time, and that's why I'll be so like, yo, y'all tripping because how y'all Christian got to accept all people. And then when a person say this person was heaven sent, despite what they did, it's controversy. You know what I mean? So that's I don't get that.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny. Kendrick Lamar got an unreleased song, basically, of the same type of realm. It's called Prayer, and he was talking about. I think he was talking about Martin Luther King, and he was talking about Michael Jackson, and I want to say. Was it R. Kelly? He got a song, whatever, and he was basically like, despite their faults, you have to separate the human from the art. Like that was his spin on it, you know what I mean? And I mean, I get his message too, but even Lil Russell said, I guess Martin Luther King was heaven sent. Like I done did, research on Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was a wild bull. King was a wild bull, so wow. So I mean, I get it. I mean, but the question, what was the question? Like, for why was he signed or whatnot?
No,
Like,
I just wanted to hear your feedback on what you thought about their perspective in reference to the song that he released.
I mean, I think the boy from the Grits and Egg podcast, he gonna find fault in everything. Like he just one of them dudes, you know what I'm saying? From my perspective. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. Everybody outraged because he said Epstein name. Nobody cared about nobody else's name. You know what I'm saying? People need to ask themselves for real, you know what I'm saying? We all living everyday lives, going to work, getting up, going to work, raising kids, such and such. What is knowing what's in the Epstein's file going to do for you? Not you, but I'm just saying, like, in general.
Yeah, but I think it's more or less the accountability piece, right? It's like, how do you have this man who is he's arguably at the top position that someone could ever be in this country, right? He's the president of the United States, but how is it that your name is mentioned so many times in these documents as a predator, but you're not being held accountable? Like, that is crazy to me. And it's just it's a flashlight on what we consider a democracy. Because if he was a black man, and I hate to throw race into it, but if he was a black man, that wouldn't even be a thing. So, and then, yeah, I don't know. But really quick, before
I definitely get that too. I'll definitely get that.
Yeah, I think that's more of what it is. Like, I personally, like, for the little bit of time that I was able to like go through the Epstein files, because me and Ken actually went through some of them. I mean, it was just too much. But I'm like, there's no way that these people are just outside. They are outside. And the stuff that was in those files, it's like these children, these women, like, it's yeah. But
I mean, but there's some people out here. There's some people out here that say the same thing when it comes to the black families that do the same stuff, but they, you know what I'm saying, they sweeping under the rug. So when you look at it like that, like, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's people not even correcting their family that's doing weird shit like that. You know what I mean? And in my occupation, you know what I'm saying, I hear that stuff all the time. But it's swept under the rug, you know what I mean? And don't nobody care about those files, those family files. You know what I mean? So yeah,
that's crazy. I know for a fact you be hearing a lot of stuff. Like, I don't even see how y'all do it.
Yeah. So it's like, come on, we picking and choosing what we want to be, what we want to care for under the guise of entertainment.
Yeah,
you know
but I don't think. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say that, because it is happening, and it's happening at a large rate. It's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate, especially with so many different resources of like people not feeling like they have to hide, but they do.
And I think like.
No, I was gonna go through some of these comments real quick.
Oh, you want to say on there?
Yeah, Tez said, hey, what's going on, Tez? Hope he didn't like grits and eggs. He's pandering to blacks. He was basically happy and agreeing that you wasn't a fan of grits and eggs. He said when it's beneficial. He said, okay, Liko is balanced. I like it already. Shout out to Souls of Thought. God allowing and sending is different. God allows them, not sent them. Talking about the lyrics to the song. God allowing and God sending is different. I mean, to me, that's semantics. I mean, I can honestly say I am a believer, but I am where I am in my faith. I am just trying to wait. Hold on. Let me just land this real quick. I am trying to see things and see the word for what it is, and not for what my family has taught me. And what I am finding out in my revelation is that most people who have taught the Bible from generation to generation to generation, they really don't read their Bible. So, but God allowing and God sending is different. I guess you can say it's allowing, but it's basically the same thing. I think the context is missing there. Lico, you got a fan. Shout out to Souls. He like what you got to say.
So I got a question though. Did God allow Adam to have or to coexist with Eve, or did he send Eve?
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because she didn't allow when sent.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, that's the point. That's the point. It's like, people don't really necessarily, and I'm not saying her, but I'm just saying a lot of people who have been teaching religion for so long, they don't have a Strong's Concordance. They're not really reading the Bible for actual like context. Everything is surface level. Because if you say allowing and God sending, to me, it's still happening. So what difference does it make?
Put that comment up from Mark, from the dude Mark that wrote a paragraph.
Kara, you have been hiding. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get through these comments. Kara, you've been hiding because the balls come by. WTF, just like our old uncles, etc., has files. Exactly. I don't know what you're saying, and can we have translations, please? I only speak in English, and I don't know how to set up translations, so you might have to catch me on the next live whenever I find out how to do that. I'm being rude and saying that your guest is not very bright or learned. Oh, okay.
Send him the link. Whoever that is, send him the link.
No. Good point. Like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? Come on now. Why would you debate a person who can't? Okay. All right, Mark. What's up, Kira? Hey, Trishan. What's going on? The classic codes. What's up, classic 333? What's going on? God allows free will. There are people who willingly choose evil. I don't teach the Bible or grow up in religion. Okay, that's fair. What you got to say about that?
No, that was dope. I mean, it's whatever people believe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's whatever people believe in.
Yeah. All right. So the next topic, we're going to get into our professions. So you and I are on completely different opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to our craft. I am a licensed cosmetologist of, I think it's going to be almost 20 years that I've been licensed. Ain't that crazy? How long you been licensed, Lee?
When I got out of high school, took my test, so let me see, like 16 years. Yeah,
okay, so you're not too far behind me. I feel old saying that. All right, so I'm gonna go back to Instagram with our next topic. Let's see where we at.
4, and y'all all said the same shit. Oh, I got appointments today. Oh, I'm all booked up. No, you not. It's one nigga in here that's the reason I'm asking you. Are you cutting? It's me and the person in the chair, and you talking about you booked up.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
I'm gonna play it one more time. I'm gonna play it one more time so you can see it from the beginning.
I just went to 4 barbers in Philadelphia. 4, and y'all all said the same shit. Oh, I got appointments today. Oh, I'm all booked up. No, you not. It's one nigga in here that's the reason I'm asking you. Are you cutting? It's me and the person in the chair, and you talking about you booked up.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
So wait, I have a question. Was it was it the price, or was it the fact that everybody was was it the customer, or was it the barber? I'm so confused. I got a lot of questions here, but what you think, being a barber?
As far as what? Um, I think that, I mean, we see that all the time in the barbershop that I work at. It's like, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not true or it's not happening. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
if you, so let's say you got hour appointment, right? And you finish in 45 minutes, right? And your
Mhm.
next client come, let's say, you know what I mean, start at 10, you finish in 45 minutes, so you got 15 minutes until your next client at 11 o'clock. Um, and somebody comes in that time or whatever the case may be. It's crazy because like people actually see that and they want a good haircut or they want a quick haircut. And some barbers not going to squeeze you in because that's disrespectful to the person that's coming at 11. And when you say, you know, I got somebody coming and they don't see that person actually there, you know what I mean, as you're getting prepared for that next person, you get people like that. But I could tell by his hoodie and his jacket, he don't want no quality. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't have no, honestly, I'm not going to, you know, I'm not
Yeah,
arguing with that or even going to entertain that because I want people who care about their appearance and want quality as far
yeah.
as their, you know, haircut is concerned. You know, so imagine if you did. So let's imagine if you did take him in 15 minutes and you get done him in 15 minutes. He's going to have a problem with that too because it's not going to look like a quality haircut. It's going to be
Well,
something quick. And,
yeah, but based off of the way he came out of that barbershop, I don't think he was looking for quality, like you said. I think he would have been good with anything.
yeah, but you
Yeah,
know, I try to stay away from people like that because that's a problem every time. He's going to be an issue client. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Well, my thing was when he went to the ATM and took out that $10 bill, buddy ain't even have a tip.
That's all he had. All he had was the 10 ball. That was it.
How you know? You pocket
That was
watching.
it. Very much so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who goes but Kara, who goes to the ATM and just take out $10?
Yeah.
When the last time you do that?
It's been a couple years. It's
Exactly.
been a couple
So
years, a
you,
lot of years for
yeah.
$10 a year. But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, and I was talking to Tia because we're expanding our salon space, right? And so,
Mm-hmm.
I really miss the nostalgia of being like a homegrown roundaway barbershop, or a salon, right? But with
Mm-hmm.
the 2026 updates, because I feel like a lot of the shops back then they didn't really take care of the salons. So I miss the whole walk-in era where people could just walk in off the street and get their hair cut. Like I hate the idea that everybody has to have an appointment. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand, I get it. But if you have the time and somebody walks in off the street, why are you charging them a squeezing fee if you have the time? And we've had conversations about this all the time. Like I feel like we end up being in the beauty industry. It's like people, like, we forgot the customer service base. Like everything is so
Mm-hmm.
like business, 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 like everything is just like too business. And I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like we forget the community base around it. Like if you have time and you sitting there and you got an hour and somebody come in and want something that's going to take 30, 45 minutes, why not? If you have the time, if it's not gonna push you off schedule.
So me personally, typically, like again, I for each client there's a hour block, but I typically get your hair cut done in, like I said, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes at most. So if I'm done, a client in 30 minutes and the walk-in comes, I have no problem because I got enough time to, get it done if need be. But a lot of times, when you do have those, I guess, cushions or whatever the case may be, that's time for a reset. Clean your clippers. You know what I'm saying? Wipe your chair down. Make sure your area is straight. So when your next person comes in, they come into a clean station. Like there's times where, you know, you go into barber shops and you got people cutting back to back to back to back, whole bunch of hair on the floor, your station looking crazy. You had no reset time. So I'm not going to cut somebody in my reset time when I know that my client who's been coming to me for years is about to come in here, and they have an expectation as well as I have an expectation for them. Be on time, but they also have the expectation of me having the clean station. You know what I'm saying? Properly working clippers. You know what I mean? A disinfected seat. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't win. Like I was told a couple weeks ago, somebody was like, "Yo, if you just do what you want, because if you do it the right way, they're gonna have an issue, and if you do it wrong, they're gonna have an issue. So just do whatever you want." So you know, it's always gonna be clients like that. And as far as the barbershop community, like our the barbershop that I work in is still that community because it's people just come in. You know what I mean? Like even if they don't got an appointment, it's been times where I was in high school and college, and even when I came home from college, you know, I just go in the barbershop and just chill. It's still a community thing. Yeah. It's just that now you're talking to the people who got appointments, and everybody is so serious about being disciplined and taking better care of their time. The appointment is the best way to do that. If I know I'm gonna wake up in the morning, go to the gym, my hair appointment is at 10. Okay, cool. I'm gonna wake up at 5, get to the gym, get myself ready. So by the time I'm showered up and all that, get to the barbershop, you know, 5-10 minutes early. I'm in the chair about 10. Now I got the rest of my day. Rather than, okay, I'm gonna get up and go to the gym. Hopefully when I get to the barbershop around 10, it's only like one person ahead of me. You get to the shop, there's 7 niggas in front of you, you're gonna be salty. You know what I mean? You're gonna sit there. Yeah, you're gonna sit there and watch 7 people get cut, and then by the time you get out the shop, it's 3:00.
Yeah,
nasty. You could have got out at 11 if you scheduled an appointment. That's nasty. Now your girl yelling at you because you ain't go to the grocery store like you said you was gonna go. You ain't take, you know, dudes won't take the meat out the freezer, so the meat ain't thawed out for dinner tonight. That's a domino effect of issues. So everybody just book your appointment. You got your whole day ahead of you.
Oh
just
my
book
God.
your appointment.
So wait, let me ask you a question because I know we're gonna get some questions about the pricing. How much do you charge? What is a standard price for a haircut?
Go to my Instagram. My booking info is in the bio.
So here you go. We're
not discussing prices on here. You know what I mean? We're not discussing
all
prices.
right, we're gonna leave it.
Link what they say. Link in the bio.
Link
in the bio. Link in the bio.
All right, so all right, let's do hypotheticals then, right? I already know how much you charge for a haircut, but let's do hypotheticals. What is a reasonable price to charge for a haircut? Before we get into the chat, the chat and the comments, what is a reasonable price for a haircut?
Before I answer this question, I'm gonna definitely piggyback off your squeezing because you thought you were slick with the squeezing joint. I'm gonna definitely go back to that. You know, let me answer that question first. Like I was talking about with the allotted cushion time to clean up and all of that. If that time is already allocated to something, I'm squeezing you in. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting aside what I got to do to squeeze you in to that pocket before my next client. So yes, there's a convenience price to that.
Yeah. So wait. So I have a question.
Two people just paid it yesterday for me.
Wait. So listen, if you have a client at 9 and then your next appointment doesn't come in until 2, you still charging a squeezing fee?
Yeah, because I might have to go pick my lunch up. I might go take a lap around the track. You know what I mean? That time when I wake up in the morning. Listen, when I wake up in the morning and I see how many clients I have in the morning, now I'm planning my day based on those times.
Mhm.
It may sound tedious to those, but those are typically people who are in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, am I always going out to get lunch? Nah. Am I always going to take a quick little walk around the nah. So if I'm knowing me, if I'm sitting there and I've done this, it'll typically be like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got no issue at all. But
Yeah,
I
and
know
kinda
some
figured
barbers
that.
who will not get up. I know some barbers who will not get up. Like, nah, book on the app. So.
All right, really quick, let's get through some of these comments. Rain coming in. She said, "We're gonna have to get you some wrenches going, Kira." Absolutely, Rain. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Okay, Shay said, "I'm licensed 18 years cosmetology." Shout out to you. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it is a dying industry. I know it may not seem like that way, but I think as far as like the professionalism, as far as people going and getting their license and actually taking it serious, I think that it is a dying industry. And it's so unfortunate because AI can't take our jobs. So it's going to be a lot more kitchen beauticians popping up. And Classic said, "I'm
And
95."
get in the game if you love it, though. I'm gonna just
Yeah,
say
for
that.
sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Classic said, "I'm 95% DIY with my hair. 2 reasons: price and inconveniences." Yeah, I get that. Excuse me. Price went up, service went down, unfortunately. I can agree with that too.
I can agree. I agree with that. Come to me
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. It don't matter, woman or man. Come to me. We'll get it done. Price still up, but service is up too.
Yeah. I respect barbers to the core, but ninjas tax and cut slow. I want to be in and out in 30 minutes with appointment.
I disagree because now
No, he's saying I respect. No. But listen to what he's saying though. He said I respect barbers to the core, but niggas tax and cut slow. I want to be in and out in 30 minutes with appointment.
I mean I get that, but like
Leak,
a
yo, the way
30-minute haircut. Go ahead.
no, when you're fast though. I feel like if Trey and Kim was to come in there and get their hair done, you're cutting both of them within an hour.
Yeah, but so let me break this down to like
Mhm,
a 30-minute hair. You can definitely get a 30-minute haircut, but that's
mhm.
without the the wash, you know what I mean, conditioning and drying. So it's kind of like if you want that service and the quality that my people's the classic codes is talking about, like you should get your hair washed. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's a good feeling to get your hair washed. You know it's clean and you know it's going to feel good when you get out that chair. So I don't know. I think that people should just honestly just go where they can afford. Like my
Yeah.
man who took that $10 out the ATM and he went to Son's barbershop, whatever it was called.
Listen, it's that haircut seemed like it's gonna carry him too. It's gonna carry him.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, where I stand as far as like the squeeze-ins, I hate that. Like I am an old school stylist to the core. Now, I have built up my craft to where my work is speaks to, the people of today, the young girls and the older ones. But I like
Mm-hmm.
to keep old school traditions. I'm not charging no crazy fees. I don't take deposits. I do have, anytime somebody book, they have to put a credit card on file, but I don't pull any money. The only time I pull money is whenever the appointment is done. Yeah, I'm not charging those crazy fees. My clients could get in touch with me. You have stylists and barbers, you book an appointment. They don't want to talk to their client until the client get in the chair. So it's like if a client has, or if a client has questions about their appointment, they don't have no way of talking to the stylist or the barber until it's time for their appointment. What's that about?
I'm not sure what's that about. A lot of my clients I know personally, so I mean, I ain't got no issue with answering the text and all of that. I've heard a lot of people talk about clients like texting, after hours. about something like, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. And it's typically like, okay, I understand that you got a question or you want to inquire about something, but it's like, where's the, you know what I mean? Like you crossing the line as far as like, my family time, my wind down time. So I know a lot of apps have a messenger now where you can message through the app without, having your direct phone number. I know the app
Yeah,
that I use has that.
it's
Yeah.
still access.
I mean,
It's
I
still
sometimes,
yeah.
yeah, I sometimes answer through that. You know what I mean? It's been a lot easier. But outside of that, yeah, it's depending on the person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know
Yeah.
people who will answer at 12 a.m. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's all about who you are.
Yeah. So I have a question. How do you feel about women coming into the barbershop? Whether they're a mom, well, they would have to be a mom. Like, what is your stance on moms bringing their kids or boys into the barbershop?
I mean, I really don't have like an opinion on it, honestly, because I see it all the time. And
Mhm.
for the most part, definitely, what I mean, they are respectable. They respect themselves. They respect the environment. It's no drama, honestly. You know what I mean? You may have one, two, you know what I'm saying, for as long as I've been in the shop that I'm at. But you got to do what you got to do. If the
Yeah.
dad can't take, you know what I mean, the dad can't take them, you know
Mhm.
what I mean, then I'm got to. And then
Yeah.
it's so crazy outside, you know what I'm saying, with the kid violence, the teenage violence, you know what I mean? You want to make sure they get through that door safely. So,
Yeah.
yeah, ain't
I
no
was
issue
I
with
was
that.
asking because for what was it, like 2 or 3 years, I was helping to manage a barbershop. And
Mm-hmm.
with the little bit of time that I was in a barbershop, it really opened my eyes to like, I don't know, it opened my eyes to a lot. Like it made me see men in a completely different light. And I don't know if that is for the good or for the worse. But
Mm-hmm.
they would always they will always like lure over like certain women with kids, like single moms with kids,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe not so much to like necessarily be with them, but it was always a topic of like you know so
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know, like a lot of
No, I ain't saying that.
no, it was just like a luring topic, like the moms bringing the sons into the barbershop and
So what did those barbers like? What was their I guess rationale for why? Because I'm assuming they said they don't think that
no,
they
it
should be in a
wouldn't
barbershop.
necessarily be like a specific topic. It would always be like an acknowledgement, if so to speak. Like they would acknowledge that the men don't bring the kids into the barbershop. Like they knew of the moms, the single moms that would bring their kids into the barbershop.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it wasn't
I
like,
mean, I have clients who bring their mom, who the mothers bring their sons or whatever, and like I question it to myself, like I wonder, you know what I'm saying? Because it's some clients who I've never seen their dads, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like a note in the back of my mind, like, man, I wonder, you know what I mean? What's up with that? But
Mhm.
outside of that, I'll just keep it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, really quick, let's get into these comments. I work in a barbershop setting. We make it work. Yeah, the little bit of time that I did work in a barbershop, I will honestly say that was like the funnest work experience I have ever had in my life. Like we had a lot of fun. Like it was just fun. Um, but it's just men and women are vastly different, and especially when it comes to like their approach with getting their hair done. Most women don't really like getting their hair done in front of men. It's just a different type of environment. I didn't really like it. My clients didn't like it. So yeah.
So I got a question for you. You think that men and women should work in the same shop, like a hair salon and a barber shop?
Mm,
After I know you got experience with Boo.
Yeah. Ken just walked in.
Know your worth, King.
Yeah, but
let me speak to the man of the house real quick.
you know he's not coming on here. You know he's not. You know he's not coming on here. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about it.
Right. Know your word, King. Yo, say something for the people, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I really liked working there, and I liked working around the barbers because they just bring a different type of energy, right? It's fun. Like the vibes be like the music was playing. They have like a different type of like, I don't know. They have like a different like position on the conversations that we be having. Like it was just a lot of fun, but it was just a lot of drama all the time, like unnecessary drama, you know, and it wasn't nothing that was like, it wasn't nothing too crazy, but it just, I don't know. I think in that type of setting, I think it's healthy to keep them separate. What you think? Did you ever work in a salon?
I wouldn't have an issue. What could I like? Could I see myself like intentionally working in one? Probably not. I like, you know, the barbershop setting, of course, a lot better. Because like you said, the conversations overlap. And then we in this weird time where there's men versus women. Like, don't know real men and women of substance want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can control your clients, but you can't control your clients at the same time. So yeah. The barbers and the cosmetologists may be on one accord, but you have your clients who come in, and we all got clients that come in, and the whole shop, you know what I mean, the energy is off. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it's just like, you know, it's a hit or miss when it comes to that. And some shop owners, you know, do a good job of diffusing those situations if they ever do happen. So yeah, it's all depending on what shop you're in.
Yeah, that's true for sure. True, I have seen a different side of men. Yeah, it was working in the barbershop made me realize how petty men can be, how emotionally weak men could be. I don't know, like working in a barbershop made me realize that men argue with other men about things that women would never argue about. Yeah.
We're gonna come back to that. I want to hear that.
No, go ahead. Let's talk about it. Let's talk.
So like what?
Like, why are we having an argument about a football game or a basketball game to the point where we about to go fist to fist? Like, what are we doing here?
Niggas got shattered dreams of playing on them same courts and fields. So when you know what I mean? So when they thought that, you know, you might have a nigga who thought he was LeBron coming up, and the fact that his grades was fucked up, or he just ain't had a talent that he thought he did, you know, going to the next level. Now I'm gonna argue with the next man, because if I say LeBron whack and you get mad at me, and you know what I mean, you assume yourself being better than LeBron or the same type of athlete as LeBron, but you standing next to me, you Saudi. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of emotion that come with that. I honestly think that the popularity of betting has also made those arguments real intense. Because if you know what I mean.
No, go ahead.
What's that? No, I'm just saying, like, if you betting on the game or a player, it's going to intensify that conversation.
Yeah, for sure. So Trey had came to me not too long ago, and he keeps asking me about like DraftKings and stuff and like different stuff like that. And so number one, I'm like, first of all, where are you seeing this stuff? So I got to go and do a whole flush on his iPad, right? I feel like a bad mom. Don't judge me, whatever. But I am like drilling it into his head that gambling is a scam. Why
They
is it
putting
that people,
DraftKings.
yo, it's crazy. It's so
They
crazy.
putting
Like
DraftKings advertisement on the Roblox
everywhere,
videos.
everywhere, bruh, everywhere. Like it's crazy. So, but he keeps asking me
Man.
about like he keeps asking me about like gambling, and I'm like, yo, the casino, all, gambling is all a scam, and I don't understand how we are this grown and don't understand that it's a scam. But whatever, y'all go ahead and be married and bet y'all lives away.
I mean, when
It's a
people,
poor
I mean,
man's tax.
if
That's what
you
they
hit
call it.
one or
Poor
two
man's tax.
times, if you hit one or two times, it keeps going. I guess like
No,
it's
I
gonna
like
lure you
to.
to keep going.
No, we gotta live in reality. What's the probability of you actually hitting? Nobody ever talks about the probability. Nobody. It's like by the time you win, you be done lost 10 times before. So it's like, casinos, like Ken always says, casinos wasn't built off of people winning. So
Yeah.
hair politics, interesting topic. Yes. Yes, I try to schedule clients when the shop is slow. A lot of women hate it. Yeah. I will say this, as far as scheduling, I do understand whenever you have like a big break. I'm not charging a squeezing fee unless it's literally a squeezing fee. But as a stylist, if I have a big gap in between clients, it is annoying. It is very annoying. And most of the time, I do fill my time with other stuff. So I get if you were to leave and then somebody wants to make an appointment, it's kind of like I gotta hurry up and rush back. I get it. Classic said, I have seen any barbershop or stylist on apps with options to pay for in and out service. Is that worth adding or no? I think that should be automatic. I think most of the time, whenever you set your services on the back end of like a lot of these sites, you put your time in that it takes. And so most of the time it's a time already built in. So as far as in and
I'm
out,
just like, I guess my question for the classic code is like, or anybody that wants to be in and out, are you looking for like the quality or the convenience? Because if you want the convenience, I can do 5 hits an hour. If you want the convenience,
yeah, you're pretty fast and you're efficient. You're really good and efficient at it too. Like I still, and I'm not glazing because you're my cousin. I'm definitely not. But you are.
I'm one of them. It's cool. I'm one of
Yeah,
them.
you one of them.
I'm one of them, man.
Definitely one of them.
I'm one of them.
Definitely. I just wish you were
Ken,
closer.
come see me, Ken.
I wish you were closer. I wish you were closer for sure. What's an example of emotionally weak argument in the shop? I think we talked about that. Men in a group communicate differently than women. Yes, I do know that. And I do know that whenever there is women around looming in the conversation, like looming, listening to the conversation, I think that also adds a little bit of fuel to the fire. Betting hack for disciplined people: bet $10 to win 2, stack your wins and let it pile up. Stock market strategy: minimal risk, high win rate, compound interest.
I've done that a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times.
LOL, I was talking about the women hate getting their hair done at a barbershop. Oh, okay, yeah. Most women don't like getting their hair done at a barbershop. No, it's that's a little. Yeah, I wouldn't like to get, if I was a client getting my hair done, I wouldn't necessarily like it. But the beautiful thing about the barbershop that I worked at, it was like completely separate. So like the men were like completely separate than the women from the women. But the men had to walk through the women's space to go to the bathroom, to get their hair washes if they needed it. And then the women, whenever they were done, they used to have to walk through the barbershop area to go to the receptionist to pay. So it just, it was just a headache because most women don't want to be around men getting their hair done. I'm coming with my hair clean already. I'm not here to socialize. Fade me, line me, dust me off. Facts. He want to get in and out.
Classic Cole. My guy relentless. I gotta. Yeah, I'm gonna have a service just for him, man. Just getting out.
Yeah, for sure.
My guy relentless.
What's that ticket price? What's that ticket price looking like, Lee? In and out service.
The same ball. It's the same ball.
Oh, okay. So they not paying nothing extra for the convenience.
Nah.
Okay.
Mm-mm. It's just a quicker service to the ticket. You know what I mean? Less minutes to the ticket.
Okay.
Fast money.
Is the quality still gonna be there?
Absolutely, it's me.
Period. Say that.
Absolutely, it's me.
Say that.
Link in the bio.
You stupid. So wait, when are you? I know you probably don't want to say too much, but I'm gonna push you and encourage you. When are you gonna get your own space, if ever?
I got a plan, for when I turn 35. So I'll be 35 in 2 years. Mm-hmm. So my plan is to actually like relocate where I live. You feel me? And have my own shop there. I ain't gonna say where because.
Are you thinking about moving down south where you? You don't gotta get too much. Oh God.
Yeah, somewhere down south or Chicago.
Oh, it's crazy you say that. I don't want to give too much information, but Classic is in the Chicago area, so that would be dope.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
See, no can do. I'm saving you time, and I can't save my money. Nasty Philly work.
Too bad I'm not in Philly. I'm in Wilmington, my boy.
He's in Wilmington. He's in Wilmington. He's right outside of Philly. Maybe like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
So wait, I know this is like mad random, but I had went on somebody's YouTube and they had did a little video on Dr. Umar. Do you believe Dr. Umar is opening his school? And when was the last time you rode past it?
I see his school every so often. I mean, it's progress, you know what I mean?
You think so?
It's progress. Yeah, I mean, every time I pass it, it's something different. I guess that he's working on. He's always out there, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand, like, people be having so much reservations, like I get it, but like when you've been in there and you physically see what's going on and you know what the school used to look like, it's kind of like the people who haven't done the same thing, y'all really ain't got too much to say. And then on top of that, knowing the L&I people who have to, approve all of this stuff that's going on, like they come get their haircut. So we like, you know what I mean? They say, what's going on. Not all of his business, but if it was a scam or whatever the case may be, like I said, I only met him a couple times and been to his school. Used to be an old high school or whatever the case may be. But just knowing, where it's at, where it's located, and what was done in between the original high school closing down and people coming and being scavengers and taking the metals and the piping and all of that to what it looked like now, who am I to say, oh, it's not happening? You know what I mean? When every time I see there's progress, every time I see it, there's progress being made there. So I don't know when he's gonna open it. I mean, that's for him to decide, but there's progress being made. And if it wasn't legit, those same L&I people would shut it down. So,
I could dig it. That was a crazy jump to another topic. I just really wanted to get your feedback on that, on the Dr. Umar situation. All right, Classic is laughing. I respect the craft, dog. I'm guessing the accent. I guess he was talking about saying you were from Philly. It's
So
the
we
same.
drink the same water.
Yeah,
We drink
basically,
the same water.
it's basically the same thing. They live. It's like just like us. He's just on the opposite side of Philly. He's on one side. I'm on the other. It's all pretty much the same. Ted said, I refuse to have a cut last longer than 30 minutes. When I was in the shop, other barbers didn't mind, but I didn't tax on cuts. I needed them out my chair if I was going to make money. Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that's something about the craft that people are missing to these young stylists. It shouldn't take, your money is in your time. So you have to kind of like maximize your time in order to make the most amount of money. Yeah. Anything on that, Lee?
So I guess, all right, let's say you actually do have people out there who like the long services, the hour, let's just say an hour long service. You know what I'm saying? Some people like that. So my question for you is, would you charge a higher price since since you're talking about time being, that's where your money is at. If a haircut service was an hour and you was a barber, would you have an hour long price? You know what I mean? Like if I have a 30-minute price or 45-minute price, would you have like an hour long price?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For those people. Yeah,
Tez being old gang, the game has changed to more for less if possible. From a business standpoint, is great if it's great for the barbers. Yeah, he's talking to Tez. Yeah, I don't know. The industry has changed so much. I'm kind of disappointed with the trajectory because I don't like, even with the whole sweets thing. I hate the idea of salon sweets. Like absolutely disgusting. I hate them. Yeah, I don't know.
Just as my first thought about sweets, like as I'm just thinking about it now, I think people who get sweets, especially barbers, they're running from something. Like, I don't know if it's the barbershop atmosphere, the competition, because if you work in a barbershop, there's competition between you and other barbers. I don't care what nobody talking about, oh, we family, we friends, and all of that. There's definitely competition. And I think that, iron sharp is iron. So when you go to a suite, I can't look to my left and see my man cutting. And damn, he that was hot right there, what he just did. I'm going to try that. Or look to my left and, say the same thing. Like, you can't do that. But those are the dudes who going on YouTube. They learn it from YouTube. So they spraying everything. You know what I'm saying? So best of luck to the sweet guys, but I gotta be in the shop. Now if I'm an older dude, like still cutting in like my 60s, and I don't want to be around I hate this term, but I don't want to be around no YNs. I want to get home safely, get to the shop safely. And I'm going to the suite, and I got consistent clientele, cool. But like, nah, I'm gonna be in the shop because I want that. I want to be able to look to my left or my right and see something interesting that a fellow barber did and try it, or say, damn, I need to step my thing up. You know what I'm saying, on my end, because that was crazy right there. I like that. So I think, like I said, I think those who are in the suites, they're running from something. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but come back and stand on man time.
Yeah. I don't know. The sweets, I hate the sweets. I feel like most people who get in the suites, they end up regressing. They regress in their career. Like they don't really go as far in their career and as far as their craft either. You need, like you said, iron sharpen iron. And then sometimes just being in a vicinity where you could just look and learn and watch and learn it's there's nothing like
and
it.
Ask the barber questions like, yo, what did you use? Like, You can't do that in the suite unless you're
You
looking
sure
at your
can.
boy's Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah, and then also too, I feel like the connection is not there too, because I feel like whenever you in like an open floor, concept salon, whether it's your booth rate or commission, it's the network. Like you end up, you end up being cool with your, I don't know, your fellow stylist client. Like you never know who gonna walk in the building.
Yeah.
If you in a suite,
Yeah.
you can't really network with the next person's clients. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. Yep. Richard say here's 2 likes, vertical and wide. Yes, y'all hit the like and subscribe if you haven't, and share this with somebody who will find it interesting. Let's see what we got. The price for a cut has doubled, tripled in the last 15 years. What service comes with a $60? I guess a $60 cut. I don't know too many barbers who are charging $60 for a cut.
What comes with a $60 cut? So
I don't know. You got the facial thing popping. You got a lot going on.
Yeah, the answer to this is 2 things. Like, I don't think that people think that, you know, gas goes up, groceries goes up, but they think that clippers are still $80. Trimmers are still $50. You know what I'm saying? There's clippers that I have. If you want high quality cuts, they're $200. I got a shaver that shaves electric shaver that shaves bald heads. That's $180. So it's kind of like I'm using the best tools. You know, I've studied my craft, so I'm using the best tools to give a high quality service with those tools. So it's kind of like, I mean, I get what everybody's saying, because it is okay. I'm still getting my hair cut for $60, and I can level with a person, you know what I mean, that's asking that. But I don't think that they typically look at how much. For instance, the spray that cleans the clippers once you're done jumped from $4 to $12. You know what I'm saying? I don't use regular alcohol. I use Seabreeze. So Seabreeze
that
went from
Seabreeze is
being
high
like,
too.
yeah, it's like $10 now. So it's
For what?
like, I think the client should also like just, you know, think about that. Like if my clippers are, you know, quiet and not rattling, you know, the blades are like, you know, I just think that people should look at that, because they're not complaining about them iPhones. Them iPhones go up, but what goes up in the iPhone? What's the upgrade with that?
Software, something you can't even really tangibly, you know, quantify.
All niggas is doing is taking pictures and putting it on Instagram. They're not worried about the megapixels, the RAM and all of that. The M4 chip. I want somebody in the comment to tell me what an M4 chip is. You know what I mean?
All right, Classic said, I've seen a Ninja razor line that spray after giving the man a 0. I asked my barber, do you see this shit, bruh? Hilarious. They be getting crafty with that spray. They be getting crafty with that spray. Minute haircut. Shit, Ninja charging $100 in the Shy. If he think he popping, he taxing. Dang, $100 is crazy for a haircut.
If who think they
I'm guessing he's saying like if the barber think he popping, he's definitely taxing. He's charging at least $100.
Well, I need to come to Chicago then. I'm gonna come to the west side. You know, west side Chicago, where the creatives is at. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go over to the west side.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Put me up where it's safe.
Set up shop.
Safe, that's where I'll be at.
Where Hyde Park at? I'm going to Hyde Park. Yeah, where Hyde Park at? Matter of fact, set me up. I want to be right near Portillo's. That's my Portillo's and Carson's is my favorite restaurants in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Portillo's.
We only went that one
Yeah,
time, and it was nice. It was really nice.
what, Portillo's?
No. Chicago in general. It was a beautiful city.
Uh,
Beautiful city. Yeah. Clippers are high
man, I
as
went to
hell.
Portillo's. They
Mhm.
they call it a cake shake, right? I'm
Mhm.
about to go on a big boy tangent right now, but they call it a cake shake. They put the slice of cake, like the chocolate cake from like Matilda.
Mhm.
You remember that cake? They put it in the shake and blend it. Messy. Messy.
Yeah, it's the textures for me. I can't. Ugh, it's the textures. Clippers are high as hell now. I'm Timu with it. 200. That's crazy. 200 what? A high quality straight razor costs $50. I don't really do
That's
too
a
many
lot.
straight razors. I was going to say how much do they typically cost?
That's a lot. I got a razor. The blade for this razor is like $30, but the harness, the razor, is $190. I'm
Oh my
not gonna
god!
say
And
the company because
it's a
they're not.
straight. It's a
Yeah.
single pinky a pinky razor.
No, it's like a razor, like a traditional
Yeah,
razor.
But you hold it. It's almost like shears, but you hold it with your pinky, right?
I mean, I guess you could say that. Yeah, I guess you
Yeah.
could say that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really use too many razors, but that's crazy. But I do know them clippers, they get high. I think the clipper set I had, it's the gold Babyliss. I think the clippers, the clipper itself was like $230. But
Exactly.
but you know,
So
we go to the shows, and the stuff that we are getting is not, it's not really stuff that you can get from like the local beauty supply store. Like we are knee deep in our craft. So we not just picking up
yeah,
anything for sure. Skeet's
they at
laughing.
Kim's Beauty talking about we tripping.
Yeah, no Kim's Beauty over here. Now we do hit them spots up. We definitely do, but the bulk of our stuff is coming from like quality vendors. Can I get a cut? Sniper Media. We know who that is.
Yeah.
Ken said can he get a cut? When you coming down to get him a cut? Skeet laughing. Faster processor.
He talking about the M4 chip.
Yeah. Malik, I need you to take a ride. I need a cut. Ken is stupid. Ken said, Malik, I need you to take a ride. I need a cut.
Got you.
Small world. Small world. Hyde Park is South
Who's
Gang.
that?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Small world. Classic said Hyde Park is South Gang.
Okay.
So I guess the south side of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago police dope, but their food is trash. I wouldn't say the food is trash. I would say I feel like the places that we had went to, it wasn't like we like local eats. Like we like to eat with the local people. And I feel like the one brunch spot that we had went to, it was someplace that he had found online. It wasn't good.
Okay.
And what else? It was something else that we didn't. I don't know, but we went to this one like little bodega spot. It wasn't a bodega spot, but it felt like a bodega restaurant. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like Asian cuisine. That joint was whamming. It was so good, but I don't know.
Mm.
They will pay it wherever you are in the Chi. You just gonna have some dangerous ass clientele. Scheduled carefully. Yeah.
Glock 29s.
Oh my! Shut up, Malik.
Too.
Shut up.
Glock 29s.
I feel like people don't have the same respect for stylists and barbers. I don't complain about $100 oil changes. That is true. That is very true. That is very true. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the only thing with that is that an oil change, you're getting an oil change once every 3 months, as opposed to getting your hair cut getting your hair done every 2 weeks. It is a slight difference, but I get the point you were trying to make.
I mean, I think people just need to. I just, think that people should really take pride in like taking care of themselves. Like you're not going to go to the dollar store, and I know that the dollar store has Dove and all of that, but even there, you're not going to pick Suave over Dove. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, so I think that people just need to, you know, think about like the quality and the longevity of, you know, their skin, their hair, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Their appearance.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I will say this. I feel like the more I've grown and matured in my craft, I really appreciate like I think I feel like I appreciate my clients a little bit more because even with me, like whenever I make my appointments to get whatever services I get done, like
Mhm.
it just makes me feel good, like, you know, and especially when you have a good service provider. So I always try to make sure that I return that with my client when it comes to my clients. Forget a cut. Can I get twisted?
So you
Absolutely.
gonna
I
have
got
to leave out? You gonna
huh?
have to leave out with no line?
Uh I'm gonna be honest, Lee. I don't like when my clients get a shape up. If you have locks, rock the natural hairline, please, respectfully. Like I hate, and that's just from a stylist. I do like the way the taper fade look in the front of locks, but like as far as like a stylist doing locks, I would prefer someone who don't get the taper in the front or a shape up. Just rock the natural hairline.
But
Um,
I guess a lot of people are coming from a lot of men are coming from already having like curly tops, so they're tapered already. So
yeah.
they're, you know, if you're the base of your hair is long enough to get the locks, I'm sure they don't want to wait until their taper, you know what I mean, gets to that same point. So I think that's probably why most dudes have, you know, the taper and the shape up with their locks.
Yeah. I like the way it looks. Don't get me wrong. I like the way it looks,
Mm-hmm.
but like for the health and maintenance of your hairline, you start off with like an
Mm-hmm.
inch, like a little, like a not even an inch, like a quarter of an inch taper. And by the time
Mm-hmm.
the lifespan of your locks, that joint has like double or triple in size. It happens
Well,
every
not
single
Lodge. Not
huh?
Lodge.
Yeah,
You've
because
been doing Lodge joint good.
I do, but I be telling Lige, I'm like, bro, you better not go get no shape up. Lige don't come and get a shape up that often.
Yeah, he don't
I'm
get one every
I'm
time he
real
get it.
picky. Huh?
Yeah, but I'm no.
Yeah,
What I'm saying is, he even if he does get a shape up when his locks ain't done, it's
you do
still
a good job.
the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
line.
Yeah,
It's still the
definitely,
same line.
definitely.
So,
But I just feel like it's natural, especially when people are like men get their hair retwisted and then they go every 2 to 3 weeks to get a shape up. That's a recipe
mhm.
for disaster. It's a recipe, and they always cut into my locks, bro. Every single time somebody come back after getting a shape up and they don't have a fresh retwist, they always cut into my locks because most barbers, when they cutting, they can't see like where the lock, like the new growth for the lock is in comparison to where the taper is. So they just be going and then they always just nicking into the lock. And it's yeah. Chicago has the best food in the country as far as taste and selection goes. Definitely not the healthiest though. Yeah, we weren't there for that long, so we couldn't really get to experience as much. I feel like with the stuff that we did have, it was like a 50-50. The stuff that we got, half of it we like really loved, and the other half it was like, maybe we need to do a little bit more research. I respect them for sure. I'm just pulling up on occasion for the high ticket context for myself. I learned how to cut at 15 years old. That's a good craft to have. You'll never go broke. Listen,
Yeah, I was
this
younger than that.
huh? When did you start cutting?
I started cutting hair when I was 11.
11.
Practicing on myself, yeah. You know, I got, you know, little brothers, so
Yeah.
I'm butchering them. So.
Yeah. Your clientele will respect you, but you don't want ops catching each other at your shop. You talking about in the shy. My oil change is around $200. They still be winning on a haircut. Ain't nowhere Switzerland in the Chicago.
I think he alluded to like peaceful.
I respect stylists, but a trip to the shop is only for special occasions for me. Bathroom sink is my daily routine. Hey, I could dig
I got a
it.
couple clients like that. I got a couple
Yeah, I could
clients
dig it.
special
That's
occasions.
yeah, I think that's how Ken is. He got his own set at the house, and then he'll, when special occasions, either you'll come to the house or we'll go to the shop.
Mhm.
Thank you, Tez, with the lipstick. No, ma'am. Getting lined up forever. Nah, you gotta see. You probably have to now, but like once you start, it's hard to go back. But a natural hairline, man, listen, a natural hairline on locks, it always wins. I promise you, for the life and longevity of your locks, it always wins.
You want niggas to grow to Jackson 5, like the natural. You know what I mean?
Nah, like
you
you see how Lige hairline, his locks come all the way to his hairline. Like there is no space of like, yo, dudes be having a haircut in the front, a haircut on the side, and a haircut in the back, and then they be having locks in the middle. That's a lot of maintenance.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the space in the front, it always get bigger and bigger with time. God-given lining is wild.
Yeah, you want niggas that had a Jackson 5 job.
No, I gotta post some. I gotta start posting the front of my picture, my clients online on Instagram. I be trying not to get their face all the time, but I'm gonna have to start showing pictures of what I mean. They cut into the locks because they aren't good barbers. Nah, I done seen the best of the best barbers clip into somebody's locks. It happens
when you cut in. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
No, typically, like when you got a client who has locks, you want to cut down anyway. A lot of people go up. Mm-hmm. You want to cut down, so I see people go up.
Yeah,
crazy work.
Especially, say for an example, if a guy comes in and he has like an inch of new growth, like, and you can't really see the line of demarcation from where the taper starts to where his lock actually, is the new growth. So, they just start cutting. They may push it back, but they still just start cutting, and it just so happens that they clip a little bit of it. It don't be a lot. It's not like the lock is actually falling out, but it does over time thin out. Good barbers don't push back. I could agree, but I feel like they all have at some point. They done got somebody. 16 from me, got tired of getting clown in the lunchroom. I'll never get bigger if the barber has real skill. It'll never get bigger if the barber has real skill. Dudes be pilled out, drunk, and blowing trees at the same time. Yeah, some of these barbers get crazy. They be doing a lot of stuff in their spare time in between clients. I will say that. But I guess that's all.
There's a dirty game out here.
Yeah, it is. It's wicked. I would just say try and find a better barber or a better environment. If they are clipping into locks, they ain't the best of the best barbers, no cap. Taper and line technique are taught in school, not on the streets usually. Most barbers don't even have license. That is very true. It's crazy because I was not too long ago, I was thinking about joining the state board of cosmetology for my state. And I don't know, I kind of felt like I don't want to wear a jacket, I still got to stay true to the people because I've been there. I've definitely been there. I cut my own hair. I didn't get my cert for no reason. There you go. I feel like more people should get their license for sure. Would you ever join the state board commission?
Probably, like I said, probably when I'm older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not my ego would end some barbers' careers because I know a lot they ain't got no license. So
that's what I'm saying. I was like, nah, I still gotta stay true to the game because it's been some situations to where I remember when I first got my first job in the shop, I ain't have no license. I did not have no license, but I was an assistant. But even still, the assistant's supposed to have some type of credentials, and I ain't have them. You know, I was like 14 years old in the shop making crazy money. I miss those days. That was when you made all that money and ain't have no responsibilities. No, I'm not joining state anything anymore. Tez down, going straight to the top. Facts. I could dig it. I could definitely dig it. But thank you so much, y'all, for tuning in. Leak, thank you so much. I feel like this was a nice little introduction. But you know how we can, you know, the conversations that we be having, we kind of got to tip. We gotta slow walk them in. I don't know if they ready to have a full on Liko and Kira session.
Yeah, keep it mild. Keep it mild on the first John.
Hey, keep it mild for sure. One more comment. Let the truth set you free for sure. But did you have anything else that you wanted to add? Shout yourself out. See, let the people know where they.
If y'all want to follow me, I'm at Sawyer Malik on Instagram, and TikTok. You know what I mean? And you see don't act like y'all ain't see the Cash App on the ticker, man. Hit our Cash App. We mashing for the rations.
Yeah,
you know but no, seriously though, you can follow. Like I said, you can follow me on Sawyer Malik on Instagram. I'm on there. I'm real active on there right now. Yeah, that's about it.
You know how you do. You mess around and delete your Instagram ASAP, and I'll be so mad.
Yeah. I'm on the black top for real. I'm outside for real.
Yeah, you are. It's so annoying. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will be back at a later time for another video and another conversation with Liko in the family group chat. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah. I'm trying to be a better man. I'm trying to find a peace within myself. I'm trying to settle in. I'm trying to take my ego for them times I need a helping hand. But it's hard to take advice. Out here doing shit they never did. I'm outside, walking with a light they can never dim. Battling these voices in my head. I can't let them win. I'ma bet the house show me and then bet again. Took a couple L's, but I bounced back. Yet again. Took a couple L's.